What is up, guys? This is Monster Tech here, back with a video. So today's video is comparing the MacBook Air with the 13-inch MacBook Pro, the function key version. So in the event, Apple released the MacBook Air 3rd generation. So what we're going to do is we're just going to compare it with the MacBook Pro. So I'm going to show you which MacBook Pro we're going to be comparing it with. So if we go into the buying section, it would be this one right here. This is the one we'd be comparing it with because it's the most similarly priced. It's just $100 more. With that in mind, we're going to go to compare and we're going to choose, wait, no, not that one, MacBook Air and MacBook Pro 13-inch. Alright, so here we are. At first glance, they look nearly identical. Except this one appears a little taller. And it's $100 less versus the $12.99. First thing that this has over the MacBook Pro 13-inch is Touch ID. This does not have Touch ID. If you want Touch ID in the MacBook Pro, you have to go to the Touch Bar version, which starts out at $17.99. They both have the same diagonal Retina display. Processors are, this one's a lot faster, but it's 7th gen. So 1.6 gigahertz versus 2.3 gigahertz. They're both dual core i5s. This is 8th gen, this is 7th gen. Turbo boost up to 3.6 on the MacBook Air, turbo boost up to 4 gigahertz on the MacBook Pro. This starts out thicker than the MacBook Pro, but it gets thinner since it tapers down. They are both around the same weight, really close. So that's first thing, summary. Specs, again, went over that. They both are available in 8 or 16 gigabytes of memory. They are both available in 128, 256, and 512 gigabytes. But the MacBook Pro 13-inch is available in 1 terabyte, while the MacBook Air is available in 1.5 terabytes. So you get slightly more. You get like 50%. You get an extra 500 gigabytes with this one. Both have the same Intel integrated graphics, though this one seems like it's a little better than Iris Plus. Both have Retina displays. They both have 2560 by 1600 displays. This one has 300 nits of brightness. This one has 500 nits of brightness, so this is a fairly brighter display. And this has an sRGB panel, and the MacBook Pro has a wide color panel. This is significantly better color ranges. So if you are interested in colors and better color displaying, I recommend going with the MacBook Pro. Both have pretty respectable battery lives, although the MacBook Air has better battery life than the MacBook Pro, up to 12 hours versus 10, 13 versus 10, although it does have a smaller battery than the MacBook Pro. Although you do get a smaller charger, a lower wattage charger, so it might charge a little slower than the MacBook Pro, but they both have a USB-C power port. Both of these have 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports. Both of them have the latest 802.11 Wi-Fi. Both have Bluetooth 4.2. Both have a FaceTime HD camera. Both have full-size backlit keyboards, which is the 3rd gen Butterfly, and both have a Force Touch trackpad. But the MacBook Air comes in 3 colors, which is gold right here, silver, and space gray, while the MacBook Pro only comes in silver and space gray. So you get 1 extra color with the MacBook Air, and that's silver. But they both are really good options. Unless you want the gold, then of course go with the MacBook Air. So I'd recommend you'd probably still go with the MacBook Pro. It has a better display. It looks a little smaller if you look down here. It looks very, very, very slightly smaller. Yeah, it looks better. It might be a little thicker, but if you like thinness, if you kind of like a MacBook, like standard MacBook, but don't like how slow it is, definitely get this one. But this is not as bad as the MacBook Air versus the standard MacBook. This is actually respectable. You're actually getting $100 more out of the MacBook Pro versus the MacBook Air. But for most people, I think they won't tell the difference. So anyways, this has been a Monster Tech video. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.